Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Coffee and Headlines, our morning get together. It is a pleasure to be here with you, sharing news from our city, our state, and our country, along with your comments, ideas, and suggestions, all information that we can put to good use as a community of English speaking locals living here in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. Today is Thursday, November 23rd, and it's a pleasure to see you. It is a pleasure to welcome everyone, and particularly those of you that are watching live for the first time. If that is your case, feel free to let us know by writing the word new in your comments so that we can give you a nice little welcome. And if there is something really important on your mind that you wish to share with everyone else and you want it to be acknowledged later on in the comment section, it helps a great deal if you add a capital letter Q at the beginning of your comment, and it will be a great treat to read it out loud. Today we have some news as always, and we have some other interesting announcements, and we have a small beauty makeover that I wish to suggest to our friends at the PER project, because I saw an announcement that they made and I think it can be improved upon, if I may say so myself. You don't need to take my advice into consideration, but I'm going to put it out there for anyone that cares and for anyone that can use some tips on how to improve their social media image. But first, the news. Today, we announced that if you live in Las Palmas and you are without water, please know that CEAPAL is making some maintenance work and water service has been interrupted, and it should be restored by 2 p.m. in case you are in the delegación of Las Palmas. It's not even a colonia or a neighborhood. It's out there, but it's nearby at the same time. Legislators are still hopeful that the labor reform that calls for a 40-hour work week instead of a 48-hour work week will be resolved this week by the Senate. We first read that it would be addressed on Tuesday, and then according to this news note, it was to be addressed yesterday, or it could have been addressed yesterday, but there were no headlines confirming this important step in what would seem to be very important legislation for many. Of course, what is important legislation and what is not is a matter of opinion. A Morena deputy or diputada by the name of Ana Ayala has introduced a bill in the lower chamber that proposes as much as 4 years in jail for fracking up the lyrics of Mexico's national anthem when sung in public. Ayala argues that there are too many cases of important Mexican singers screwing it up or making changes to the national anthem, and I would argue that this is important, but I would think that there are more essential issues out there that could be considered by legislators. But, you know, why do I know? Let's take a look at the weather. Let's take a look at the weather. Hold on just a second. Sam Altman is back and the AI safety guardrails are off. What a happy ending. Oh, yes, it's been a turmoil in the world of artificial intelligence, but we are not going to get into that. It is 25 degrees right now. Humidity is at 62%. It was rather chilly this morning, which was very welcome. Our temperature in Fahrenheit degrees is 77, and our weather forecast for today says we're going to enjoy clear skies throughout the day with a high of 27 and a low of 20. And then Friday, tomorrow, we're going to enjoy clear skies again with a high of 28 and a low of 19. And then Saturday, we can expect a humid day with clear skies, a high of 28 and a low of 18. I must say that I was almost startled in the middle of the night when I woke up to realize that the temperature was as low as it was. I mean, in my bedroom, it was like 26 degrees, which is very unusual. This, of course, is without air conditioning or anything, but I'm glad. I'm glad that it's getting cooler, and because it really helps us sleep better. And when I say us, I mean Luna and I want to let you know that I went to the movies yesterday. We went to see The Hunger Games, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. The film was very entertaining, kind of difficult to follow, but then again, I didn't do enough homework for it. But the part that amused me the most is the names of the characters, with names like Casca High Bottom, Volumnia Gull, and Mayfair Lip. Oh, and let's not forget Vipsania Sickle. I mean, anyone who is looking for a drag queen alter ego name will find boundless sources of inspiration in this new prequel to The Hunger Games. You should check it out. I also want to let you know that there are two shows left for Len Meia Tener. This is the local Teatro Sin Borders production currently playing at the American School. I've heard it's really funny. I've heard it's been really well received. So if you're looking for a good laugh, you have tomorrow and Saturday to check this out. Again, this is at the American School, and you'll have all the information in the show notes as usual. I also read that the former burger place that used to be right across the street from La Comer is now going to be a gourmet butcher. This is a new shop by Carnes Selectas Nayarit, and I bet they will have lamb. For those of you that are looking for lamb, you should be able to find it there. And I also learned that the Per Project is having a garage sale on December 2nd in Marina Vallarta, where they actually have garages, I suppose. And this is for a good cause. It's on Saturday, December 2nd from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. What caught my attention of this is the choice of illustration. They are using an illustration by Shutterstock, which the Per Project didn't actually purchase because it is watermarked with Shutterstock all over the place, which is okay, I suppose, but you know, it does take away a little bit of professional credibility, if I may say so myself. So I'm going to quickly show you the kinds of things that you can do with a tool called Firefly by Adobe, which is free to pursue, and what our friends at the Per Project, if anybody is watching, or if anybody is in need of an illustration for your Facebook event or for your whatever, I can come in here and write very easily a prompt for an image that I want to generate, and I'm going to say I want a colorful cat shopping at a garage sale, which would be obviously a lot more on brand. And I get, come on, sometime before Christmas. I will change this to wide in a second because that is what, there you go. Oh, but I don't want a photo. I want an illustration. Colorful illustration of a cat. Oh, as long as we're here, let's make it local. Wearing a Mexican sombrero, shopping at a garage sale. And I want this to be rectangular because I can. And what I get now is 4 completely free options of illustrations that our friends at the Per Project or anyone could implement. So here we go. There is a cute Mexican hat, a Mexican cat shopping at a garage sale. So, you don't necessarily have to go there, but why use branded, watermarked images that don't look so good when you can improve your presentation in one way or another using other tools? There are many tools online available for nonprofits and small businesses. We've talked about these tools in my presentation, Promo Prodigy, which we may repeat in January. I still don't know if we're going to do it or not, because I never know how interested people are in those kinds of things. But there we go. Now it's time to take a look at your comments. And it's a pleasure to read your good mornings as always. I'm looking for cues. Are you going to see I Need a Tenor this weekend? Saturday is closing night. It's a great show. I don't think I'm going to be able to get to it because I have other plans. But again, it's nice to promote, and I hope other people will get to see it. Let's see what else we have. Claude, I wonder if we're having lunch sometime soon, my dear. Claude says, I love garage sales. I do too, although not as much as I used to. I try to avoid opportunities to I try to pass on opportunities that tempt me to buy things that I don't need. That's what I'm trying to say. Gail Isaacs, thank you, Paco. I volunteer with the Per Project, and I will pass along your suggestions. Hey, nothing wrong with what you did. As a matter of fact, it's great that you created a Facebook event. We talk about this very frequently here at Coffee and Headlines. You can just put it on your own Facebook page, but the only people that would see it there are the people that are already connected to you through your Facebook page. Whereas if you create a Facebook event as you did, you can reach a broader audience. But as long as you're going to do that, why not use an image that is truly aligned with what you're trying to promote? So there you have it. Great tools and great options for anyone trying to promote anything. And this brings me to the end of today's broadcast. My goodness, it's going to be a very short one. I'm sorry I didn't have any more news. Very interested in the Promo Project presentation. Well, I'm happy to hear that, Spencer. I also happen to know that you don't live here. So, hopefully if you let me know when you're coming back, maybe we can put A and B together and do an encore presentation for you and other people that may be interested. I keep getting comments about that presentation, and it is a challenging one because whereas when I talk about music, I don't care if I'm sharing music connections with one person or 20 or 40 or 60. All it takes is one person to connect, and it's really rewarding and fulfilling. The challenge with these other presentations is that, there are a lot of people, in my humble opinion, that could benefit from improving their image on social media, and then you produce these events and they don't show up. So, it is what it is. But I'm grateful to connect with anyone that wishes to connect with me when it comes to music and improving your social media presence. With that said, we're going to wrap it up today, and I'm going to thank you, as always, for keeping me company during the mornings here at Coffee and Headlines. Tomorrow is Friday, a great day for shopping online, as I understand it. So we'll see what is out there between today and tomorrow. I hope you have a really, really lovely day. I hope you'll be you'll stay healthy, you'll stay kind, you'll stay in touch, and I really hope you will come back sometime in the near future. As always, pleasure to see you. Have a great day.